Banuski with another entry in my Capital Event video diary. This week I want to tell you about something that's going on here at IABNY later this week. And that is that IABNY is going to be hosting around 50 students, high school students, from down in the Finger Lakes region that come up to our office. It's something we do every year around this time. And these students come up here and they learn about insurance. They're part of the Project Invest group. And it's a lot of fun every year. You know, you get to talk to some of the kids, find out what they think of insurance and agents and brokers, and, well, to be honest with you, it's a little disheartening. And not just because my own 10th high school reunion is coming up and I can feel time slipping. Anyway, that's my issue. But no, what's a little disheartening every year is sometimes these kids come up and you ask them, what do you think of the insurance industry? And they say, it's boring, it's old-fashioned, it's stodgy. And here's the one that just cuts to the core: not cool. I mean, come on, me, not cool? You not cool? You're very cool. But what we need to do as an industry is convince these kids that we're with it. Convince these kids that insurance is critical to them. Talk to them about just how important what we do every day is and why it matters. And I'll tell you why we need to do that. Because the generation that's in high school now, they're part of this millennial generation, which you may have heard of. Well, the millennials are bigger than the baby boomers. Think of it this way. If you had a generation as big or bigger than the baby boomers that is starting to buy their own cars, that in another few years will be renting their first apartments, in another few years that will be buying their first home, that will be starting businesses or transitioning into ownership roles in businesses, being a part of a decision-making team at a business over where that business places their insurance. Don't you want to be able to connect with them? Of course you do. And you want to be able to show them that you're with the times. And so here's where I'm going to tie it all back together with the Capitol event. This year at the Capitol event, January 30th and 31st in Albany, New York, we're going to be talking a lot about digital marketing, online media, social selling. And this is something that I want to invite you to be a part of. We're going to have a group there from an organization called Project CAP. Now, Project CAP is an industry-wide initiative that was started by the Big I, Trusted Choice, and several national insurance carriers, with the goal in mind to create a strategy and a way for independent insurance agents to compete for the personal lines market share that, frankly, we've been losing over the past few years. It's a way to bring independent agents and brokers up to speed with things like digital marketing, SEO, search engine optimization, social media. We're going to talk about how do you develop, a strong web presence for your agency. How do you capture these high school kids when they do start to buy their cars, when they do start to rent, their first apartments, and when they start to buy their own homes? How do you capture them as an independent agent? And how do you prevent them from going to a direct writer or a captive agent? This is an issue that is probably the most significant challenge facing the future of the independent agent. So I invite you to the Capitol event. Join us for this discussion. Like I said, we're going to have a couple of members of the leadership team from Project CAP. They're going to be discussing some of these industry-wide initiatives. January 30th, 31st in Albany. I'll see you there. Of course I'm cool. Yeah, I'm still cool. Don't